I met her at a spiritual retreat in India many years ago. We were both first-timers. We are both Sun and Moon Leos. If you don't know anything about astrology, know this. Two Leos meeting for the first time is like putting two natural leaders in the same room and asking them to follow each other. The relationship is never easy. From the moment I saw her, there was this magnetic pull. There was something about her, like she had something that I was missing. She had this devotion that made my own spiritual practice look like it wasn't good enough. Here's the thing about spiritual communities that nobody talks about. There's this secret competition. Who's read more books? How many years have you been on this path? Who's taken the next initiation? Who's more devoted? It's like a silent contest that everyone pretends isn't happening, but it does. Her devotion was real. Growing up in India, she had this natural loving relationship with the divine that I envied. In West, especially where I'm from, many of us learn to fear God rather than love God. We're taught to obey, to be humble, to worry about punishment. But she had this beautiful connection, reading spiritual texts not because she had to, but because she genuinely wanted to grow closer to something greater. Meanwhile, I approach spirituality like a checklist. Morning meditation? Check. Evening practice? Check. Read the required books? Check. My devotion was structured, scheduled, mechanical. I'm super disciplined when I'm interested in something. Seeing her authentic connection made me realize what I was missing, but it also made my ego defensive. And then came the advice. Oh, the advice. She would message me regularly with suggestions about what our guru mentioned in different writings, what I should read, how I could improve my practice. Now, if you've ever met a Leo, you know we don't take kindly to being told what to do. We're our own bosses, kings of the jungle, thank you very much. You might know more than us, but don't dare to tell us how to live our lives. Her advice kept coming. My irritation kept building. One day I snapped. I told her to stop telling me what to do and to focus on her own journey. I was rude, I was harsh, I basically told her to back off and leave me alone. She was hurt, anyone would have been, and for the next couple of years we barely spoke. We'd see each other at events, we had mutual friends, but it was just polite hellos and nothing more. Two wounded egos keeping their distance. Life has a funny way of forcing growth on us when we least expect it. 2 years ago, I was planning another trip to India. Our common friend that I was supposed to stay with couldn't help me with the visa paperwork I needed. I was very disappointed and about to cancel the whole trip when someone, without my permission, asked her to help. If I had known, I would have said no way, because we had that fallout years before, and although we were polite acquaintances, our relationship never recovered from it. To my surprise, she said yes. Not only she helped with the paperwork, but she offered to let me stay at her place with her for a month. My first thought, why would she do this? We aren't actually the best of friends. But I needed her help, and frankly, I was curious. Had we both changed? I knew I had grown and learned from my mistakes, but what about her? Would we trigger each other again? Would it be a disaster? I accepted, but with caution. Her place was tiny, a small apartment. She was working from home due to an injury, which meant we'd be spending a lot of time together in a very small space. All the ingredients for another explosion were there. But something remarkable happened instead. We clicked, really clicked. The understanding between us was incredible. Yes, she still gave me advice sometimes, and yes, my ego still reacted occasionally, but now I could see what was happening. I could recognize when my ego was reacting and choose a different response. I started receiving her guidance with an open heart around 80% of the time, because hey, we're still both Leos, but that 20% where my ego got defensive no longer destroyed our connection. I learned to pause and ask myself, am I rejecting this because it's bad advice or because my ego doesn't want to admit someone else might be right? To this day, she has become something I never expected. My teacher, my mentor in spiritual matters. When I need honest feedback, I know I can ask her. When I need support in my imperfect journey, she is there. And I know she will not judge me. And crucially, she had learned to deliver difficult truths in a way that honors my ego instead of crushing it. I'm learning every day so much from her. From a relationship my ego destroyed many years ago to a wonderful relationship that supports and enhances my growth today, it has been a journey of transformation for both of us. Here's what I learned from this whole experience. Every relationship is a dance between two people. When something goes wrong, both people contribute to the problem. Some contribute more, some contribute less, but it is never only one person. In our first relationship round, my ego couldn't handle being guided, even when the guidance was valuable. Maybe her delivery could have been more sensitive to my personality. Who knows? What matters is that we both grew from the experience. She learned to understand me better, to give me difficult feedback in ways that didn't trigger my defenses. I learned to recognize when my ego was driving my reactions and to choose growth over pride. One thing this experience taught me is that we are all walking contradictions. I can be humble and arrogant, wise and foolish, generous and selfish, sometimes all in the same day. The version of myself that shows up in relationship depends on both my growth level and the dynamic I create with the other person. With some people, I might be patient and understanding. With others, I might be defensive and reactive. Neither version is the real me. They're both real, and which one shows up depends on the complex dance between two personalities, histories, and growth levels. This is actually liberating. It means that a bad relationship dynamic doesn't define who you are forever. It just shows you where you need to grow. Here's what I want you to take from this story. If you had a friendship that ended badly, if there's someone you clashed with in the past, consider this. Have you both grown since then? People aren't fixed, relationships aren't fixed. If two people do the work of understanding themselves better, examining their egos and learning healthier ways to connect, they can create something beautiful together. But here's the key. Both people have to be willing to grow. One person can't carry the whole relationship. Your purpose in life isn't just to be happy or successful, it's to grow, to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, to outgrow the circumstances and patterns that kept you stuck. If you don't grow, you'll keep having the same problems with different people. The faces will change, but the dance will stay the same. So the next time someone triggers your ego, pause. Ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Because in every challenging relationship, there is a gift waiting if you're brave enough to unwrap it. The question isn't whether you'll face relationship challenges, because you will. The question is, will you grow from them, or will you let them keep you stuck in the same old patterns?